Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip, and what we have for sale here today is an L90E Volvo wheel loader. We're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, and then we'll run it in the third. The serial number on this loader is L90E like Edward, V like Victor, 6684. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. Price on a new machine like this these days is probably about 160 grand, depending on how you have it equipped. I should have done that before I started the video. As far as manufacturers go, there's people that follow my internet channel. Everybody knows that I love Komatsu wheel loaders, but I gotta say that I think Volvo is an even better loader than Komatsu, and it's superior to Cat. They just seem to hold up a lot better. The weight of this particular machine is 33,289 pounds. The widest point is this bucket right here at 8 foot 9 inches. Now if you take the bucket off, it's got a coupler on it, which is what you do when you transport it, the weight of these, or the width of these wheels here is 8 foot 1 inches. So it's or 8 foot 2 inches, I'm sorry, at the wheels. So it's a legal load. Here in Texas anyway. The highest point is the top of that cab at 10 foot 9 inches. The transportation length from the front of this cutting edge all the way to the back of that counterweight is 25 feet. Comparable machines are like, now this unit is a little bit bigger than a Cat 938 and a 644E, a John Deere 644. It's got it outweighed, and it's got a little bit more horsepower behind it. And it's comparable to like a Cat Komatsu 320. More or less. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like most of the machines we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine with no rust. We're far enough south and 300 miles from the ocean, so the only salt we see is salt on our kitchen table. We don't remove snow, and we're 300 miles from the ocean. I mean, you'll see surface rust here and there, but that's just from where the paint's been knocked off and, you know, it's been rained on. Like I say, this machine comes from a large, well-organized contractor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that had a really good maintenance program. We, as well as our customers, have been happy with all the machines. You'll have to excuse the dirt in this bucket. Oh, I didn't give you the hours on this machine. This machine has 4,244 hours on it. Now, it may accrue some hours because we use it around the yard here. I started to say this, well, we'll take that bucket out, the dirt out of that bucket, so you can get a better picture of it. When we're going to buy a machine, I have two of my mechanics go out and inspect the machine. And if they say everything's good with it and the money's right, before I write a check for that machine, I go out and I personally inspect it. As far as options go, this machine has got a quick coupler. It's four-wheel drive, obviously. Most loaders are inherently four-wheel drive. It's got a hydraulic powered fan, okay? What the benefit of a hydraulic powered fan is that you can swing it out of the way, and you can get to both sides of this radiator, the transmission cooler, the hydraulic cooler. You can get to both sides and clean it out real well. And that helps for the longevity of the machine, especially here in Texas, because we get some pretty extreme summers. It's 85 degrees right now. It's kind of warm. And we just hit April. Well, I guess we're at the end of April, aren't we? As far as inside the cab, it's got an air conditioner that blows cold. Has parallel lift capability. So what parallel lift is that this machine, when you're lifting, when you've got a set of forks on it, it stays parallel to the ground. It doesn't have that natural detent or that roll that you got with, this is actually a modified, what they call a modified Z-bar linkage. So, so it's got parallel lift capabilities, which is good. It's got a remote transmission control. So instead of having to use this lever right here for forward and reverse, you've got a convenient remote transmission control to the right of your wheel loader bucket controls. And obviously it's got a cab. The AC blows nice and cold. The heater works. It's got a 12-volt outlet in the cab. There's another option here that I'm forgetting. I don't remember what it is, but go on to the engine. This engine is a D6D LAE2 engine. It's 165 horsepower. This machine has a 55-gallon fuel tank, which will run 12 to 16 hours of operation, or 12 to 16 hours depending on your operation, I guess I should say. This machine is mechanically sound. There's no leaks anywhere. Everything on it works. The transmission runs through all the gears without hesitation. Top speed in forward, I think, is 25 miles an hour. In reverse, it's I think it's 25 also. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what top speed is. Loaders of this size, that's what they usually are. The brakes stop it on a dime. Like I say, this machine is inherently four-wheel drive. The tires, as you can see, are about 85%. There's no cuts in the tires. These tires are 20.5 R25s. They're L3 tires. And what does that mean? That's a very good tire. That's not a cheap Charlie. Those are good tires. They're probably about, I don't know, 85, 90% in terms of tread. As far as things that are wrong with this machine, you know, you got a couple of these panels here that are kind of torn. Not a big deal. We're missing a mirror right there. We haven't had a chance to replace that. This light right here, I think it's this light right here is out, or maybe it's that one. I don't know, but you know, you got a little crack right here. It's not. They're mainly cosmetic problems. Nothing major. This fender right here, the bolt's out. It's kind of wired to the thing. Just little things that we haven't had a chance to really get to. We're pretty busy these days, so if we get a break in our schedule, we'll probably get them fixed. But all that being said, the hydraulics are strong on this machine. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. Show them up close. Again, there's no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. All of these pins and these bushings are relatively tight. There's no deflection or any kind of problem in that articulation joint. This cutting edge right here, we'll get some better pictures. We'll knock some of this stuff out, but it's 100%. I mean, it's never been turned, and this side's good. As far as this loader bucket goes, this loader bucket is 8 foot 9 inches wide. It's 4 foot tall, and it's 4 foot 10 inches tall. I'm 6'1", so it's 4 foot 10 inches tall, almost 5 foot tall. It's 4 foot deep, about a 3 1/4 yard bucket. The hinge pin height of that pin right there, if you were loading into a dumpster, is 13 feet. The static tip load on this machine, and I guess I should say that the static tip load, the lifting capacity of this loader is limited by its static tip load, which simply stated the hydraulics of this machine will give out before the machine will actually tip forward before the hydraulics give out. So the tip load of this machine is 25,000 pounds, and you figure the operating capacity of that is better than 50%. So you can safely lift 13,000, 14,000 pounds with this loader. We're going to run it in the next clip. Okay, so this is the inside of the cab. This is your park brake. Here's all your controls here. Here's your, that exclamation point is showing that you need to service the machine. It's time for service. There's your, you know, your water temperature, your engine oil temperature, your fuel gauge. Here's your ignition switch. This is your recirculation. Actually, I think that reverses your fan. This is your transmission control, ignition switch. This gives you further control on your transmission. Here's your bucket controls. This right here is, this in conjunction with this will enable your remote transmission. Here's your horn. This is your air conditioner control. AC, by the way, blows nice and cold. Here's your radio. Actually has a pretty good sound system in it. Sounds real good. Here's your mirrors. Lights. Oh, there's a 12-volt outlet in the cab right here. There's your hour meter. These controls here, this here is your bucket kick out control. This here is this is a bucket lift detent control. This is your bucket float position. This is your ride control, I think, if you're for your loader. This is your windshield wipers, your windshield wiper fluid. That right there is your boom suspension system. These are your lights. This right here is your parking and running lights. This is your air conditioning. I don't know I think that's a 24-volt deal, so you won't want to. I don't think you'll want to put your oh, here's the seat. Your foot pedal controls. Use box right here. And then here's your, I'm not sure how to run this, but you select setup right there, I guess, and it'll take you through, I guess you can turn off that service interval, but I'm not sure. I'm pressing this up down arrow right here. I really don't know how this monitor panel works, so I don't know. Something for the fuel, for the service manual. That's pretty much it. This is just a video to show that all the lights and whatnot work in the cab. Okay, so these are the forks here. The forks are, the carriage width here is 3 feet. You can see that you can, they're adjustable, of course. The fork tines themselves from the front of the heel to the tip of the fork is 4 foot 8 inches. I guess it'd be considered 5 foot forks. The carriage height is 3 foot. So it's about